for a second.
All right, folks, let's wrap this up. Come on.
Three, 4, 3, 2 is pretty much set up.
Copy, rally on me.
Cover that.
School circle, blah, 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 blah. School circle up. It's hard as fuck to say. By pointing the captain and laugh.
I was told we're not allowed to do that anymore because it hurts people's feelings.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Those?
That
Jeez.
was a literal complaint sent up the chain of command
Get fucked.
a year or two ago.
Alright, welcome to the SpecOps training. This is a joint training. We're a little heavy, which is good. Thanks for everybody for showing up. Couldn't do it without you. Tonight's mission is obviously ODA. We've got a couple of things we're looking at tonight. This is going to be kind of open-ended, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a planning session. I want everybody's input. The way I do this is we do kind of a crawl, walk, run. So we're going to crawl by planning this. We're going to walk by talking about it, making sure it makes sense, and then we'll run by executing. The plan tonight is we have two objectives: objective fire and objective ice in the southeastern corner or southwestern side of the map. Does everybody have eyes on? All right, these are recognized as AA objectives. They are defending from whatever off to the west side there. The whole point of tonight is to do two things: destroy those objectives by conducting a raid and exfilling. We also have a convoy that pulls in from the port marked down at the bottom of the map at 05014. There's going to be a convoy coming in from there, moving up to the town labeled as supply drop La Pisagni, or whatever the fuck you say in French. The goal tonight is to do to destroy those two objectives and to interdict and destroy the convoy as it pushes through. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this. We have some VICs out front. We're going to be convoying in. You'll have those VICs as enablers in the field. We are not doing a convoy net. So I want you guys to kind of think about this as we look at this objective. We've got a couple of towns in the AO. We've got our LOAs inside the box, but those are purely just to designate that's the area in which we're actually going to be fighting. What is the best way to move in? I'd like to have the squad leads and team leads chip in for this. We have what I can see is basically three options.
Sergeant.
Senate.
So obviously taking the route out southwards of the airfield, following the MSR all the way down and around into the AO. Since the vehicle, this is going to be enemy occupied, we may want to see if we can detour maybe up and over this ridge line by chance. At least get eyes on, see if there's anything there that can present a threat to us. And then if anything, creep down maybe through this draw right here and either set up a ambush in this area, since it's going to be a point where they do have to slow down as they are going uphill. After that, we can easily then move on to objective fire and ice, depending on if that convoy comes in sooner. If it's going to be coming in later, then we can probably hit objective fire and ice and then beeline it back north, but that may expose any enemy QRF that may be up here at the supply drop waiting for it.
Yeah, it's a good assessment. Does anybody agree with them or disagree?
What?
Does anybody have any alternatives? LT?
I'm still looking. That was kind of a...
I've got a question, Sergeant Spears.
Send it.
those positions, they're mostly, I think, towns marked with red exclamation marks. Is that areas where we just suspect that there might be enemy presence, or are those actually garrisoned enemy towns?
It's unknown. It could be a little bit of both. I would exercise caution in any movements, especially those with red exclamation points. Chief Silversmith.
Please speak up, Chief.
Now, yes?
We can hear you.
Much better.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Sergeant. So objective fire and objective ice, will they not have eyes on that draw there, or any of those draws?
It's a good call. Can you tell from the map whether or not they would?
No guarantee, but there's foliage might kind of block it, but at the same time, they could, depending on what's there, they can move it and then have eyes on.
A lot of elevation difference.
Yeah, but it's not impossible either. Another point, the actual road, so to speak, starts at the Corton over here. That's when it really starts going uphill. So while they'll be slow up here, they'll probably be slow going all the way up too.
So we've got, what, 800 meters or so from objective fire to this? And probably about the same to Corton?
Yeah.
Sergeant Hawkins?
Thank you, Sergeant Spears. I have a marked up route. Just looking at the AO, I think if we came in from a north to south line, it'd be the most efficient, as well as the elevation. There's not a whole lot of elevation gain or decrease, so that, you know, it wouldn't take a whole lot of time climbing up a mountainside. But we would still be able to maintain deflate if we came north around this mountain, dismounted here, pushed to here, and then kind of kept this from attacking any of our flanks as we pushed anywhere else.
So just to summarize that, you're saying dismount at 390, do a little bit of a leader's recon at 344, potentially clear through this?
That's an A-firm, and even with the elevation, you know, we wouldn't have to go to 344. I think this little ridge right here at 257 would be sufficient, and then we can move around the side and through Vigny and into the whatever that town is called.
Okay.
How do you pronounce that?
I saw some other comments, questions go up, but I didn't see who they were. So whoever's first.
That was A from Sergeant Spears. Thank you. So my two questions are: one, do we have a timetable on that convoy that's going to leave the port? And two, if what would be stopping us from coming around, other than time constraints on our part, coming around from the east, going around all those enemy held positions, hitting the port before that thing even leaves, and then taking our time with those main two objectives?
Nothing. It's entirely plausible.
Sergeant, if I may.
That's the extent of my questions.
Okay. Sergeant Kruger?
The only issue with that, from my perspective, is that we're going to be passing by two presumably enemy-held positions that could actually box us in very easily on that peninsula.
Absolutely. Good call.
Question, comment
LT?
from Margie. So it's kind of going the same route as Sergeant White, but we got a lot of elevated positions around the supply drop. Why can't we just kill two birds, one zone? Kill the convoy when it rolls up to drop everything off. It's fucking gonna be sitting there, and then just push north to south, or however we need to push through our objectives.
With the VITs, we could set them up on this ridge line and have the VITs themselves be our support by fire unit, giving us more guns to sweep and clear this quickly and efficiently, and then the VITs can come down and drop us off here roughly, and then we can push up along this ridge line quickly online if necessary.
I think the LT's got the soundest plan so far with the least weaknesses.
Sergeant Crothers?
Thank you, Sergeant. I may have missed this before. What is our objective? Is it to capture and hold or raid?
Conduct a raid.
Copy that. So, best thing to do, almost say the same thing. Hit that supply point, and do we have to cap or at least completely clear the objective, or is it more just harass it from a distance and then leave?
It's make sure that the AA pieces are destroyed.
Okay, copy that. Almost suggest that if we are going to be taking out the convoy, we probably want to get eyes on where those AA pieces are. I mean, hell, if we can take them out from a distance, shoot and scoot, get everything all at once and leave. There's no need for us to get into a full-on firefight, push into possible AA positions, because once we open up, the AA is going to hear us and they're going to open up on us. We can take out the convoy and the AA all in one shot. Might as well just do it that way.
Yeah, I like that. So let's break this down. What enablers do we have? We have a rifle squad and we have a weapon squad, right?
Plus vehicles.
Plus vehicles, right? So the way I would look at this is really either option is good in my eyes. I like the elevation more for two reasons. You've got an opportunity to do leaders recon all along this ridge. You can see into the supply drop. You can see into the objectives. You can set up a blocking position to the south while the rifle squads take care of the ambush for the convoy coming into the supply drop. We can also identify any key threats in the AO, presumably before we walk up on top of them. The downside to doing that is if we have to go into this town, objective fire has direct eyes onto us. Now that's a long distance, but it's not outside their engagement reach. So if we were to go into that, how would we maneuver into this without being shot to shit?
Keep the town in between us and them. Hit it from the north and use the buildings to push south with the rifle squads, and you can have the weapons overwatching.
Okay, but from that point, how are we getting to this objective?
Spears, the coast line is well below the elevation of most of those positions, from what I can tell on the map.
We also don't know what's there, Sergeant. Either.
Do
There
we-
could be Schultes, they could be CU guns, it could be anything there. With any other supporting assets.
That's absolutely correct. So with the limited information we have, which plan are we going with? Are we going from the north or are we going from the east?
Well, you need to set uphill, at least here on top of Hill 450, to see what the fuck you're dealing with. If you can go east and east, if not, then you're gonna have to back off the hill and go north or whatnot. We got Vic, so it's gonna be quick. But that's my 2 cents.
Are we calling 450 RP1? Sergeant Archer.
Thank you, sir. Just one thing I want to add. There's a lot of steep terrain basically everywhere to the north and northeast. That's going to be difficult for us to get our VIX up there.
Do the VIX have the ability to engage, knowing that they're 240 vehicles? They have the ability to engage down to that supply drop town from any of those hilltops?
It's possible, but getting up to those hilltops is going to be the challenge.
Well, you have this to get up to the hilltop, and you have this ASR to this ASR to come around. And obviously this is going to be super steep.
So I can't see where you're pointing, LT.
Oh, I'm sorry. You could backtrack. You got an ASR to the north here. You can always dismount here. Yeah, you're going to be able to get all the VIX up here. No problem.
Yeah, I agree completely. I don't think 450 is going to be an issue for us. I'm getting the feeling we're locked into the north approach. Does everybody agree with that?
Generally, Sergeant.
All right. So let's take the east out of the equation. We're looking at north only. So from RP1, what are we doing? Presuming RP1 is leaders recon, right? So we're gonna have some MET-TC considerations. But let's get a first plan here.
I mean, you can always use this draw, come off the hilltop.
Well,
but
with
it's gonna get fucky up in here now.
There's a draw that's right here as well, just very barely visible. That cuts down right into these buildings.
Right.
That can give cover and concealment from the north of the town. while still giving support by fire if we push the VITs out to onto this ridgeline.
Yeah, I mean, you could expedite the movement down here, and everybody in the Vic would overwatch up here. You know, walking the Vic down this draw, going slow, you know, given that there's no hostiles in these buildings here.
ISR doesn't report any.
Right. Well, Hill 450 tell us all we need to know.
Okay. So we're going to leave the rest of this up to METTC. We're going to move to RP1 using the route marked up by Sergeant Hawkins. Looks like we're going to do a short dismount, maybe walk them into RP1. 3-2 and 3-4 will conduct a leader's recon. Down, we'll get a further plan from there. Potential SBF1 is marked. We'll determine which route to make down into the draws. Push into the supply drop. Are we setting the ambush north of the LOA or south?
I'd say north. I wouldn't veer too far off of Hill 450 in that area. You know.
Can we be? Are you saying from 450?
Well, you could set up something if you can get guys down to here, or get guys down here. You know, if we could sneak the rifle squad through here, and have them ready to push through the ambush, you know, you can have the weapons set up here.
Okay.
But...
Chief?
Thank you, Sergeant. Rather than addressing how we're going to get to the town, I wanted to look at what would happen after we're in the town and dealing with it. How are they going to get the vehicles down? Are they just going to take the road here, which may have, which the objectives may have eyes on, or are they going to circle around again?
They can come down the same way the rifle squads come down, if it's possible.
Because you're looking at elevation of 344 within this area. Yeah, so that's 344 to 231 right there, which is almost on level with objective fire. So that's going to definitely put the town between us and objective fire at least. So we will have the buildings to conceal us from and cover us from the enemy fires.
All right. So let's go with this for the supply drop. Let's plan on that. We'll set the ambush. Somewhere in there. Does everybody agree?
What?
Okay. Presuming the ambush goes well. Sorry, Sen Captain.
Is that convoy stopping in that town? They're going through the town and
They're so far they've been stopping in the town, dropping off supplies, and going back to the port.
okay.
So we can intend to conduct the ambush in the box I drew up. From there, my concerns are objective fire and ice. They've got good eyes on the entirety of the AO. They've got good deflate, and they've got elevation. How are we approaching? Sergeant Hawkins.
Thank you, Sergeant Spears. If we hit the supply drop, isn't it likely that they'll be able to communicate with the convoy that we are attacking La Passan?
Possible.
I mean, they'll hear us.
MD Koa, right? Most likely, most dangerous. So it gives us a lot of ground to cover between hitting that convoy and then moving into those two objectives.
Well, it's a lot of ground to cover to disappear from the enemy.
1.5 clicks, yeah.
We've got a lot of terrain that we can maneuver through. Take a look around those two objectives. What avenues of approach do you see?
Sergeant Spears, there is a west-east approach. Looks like there's a big draw that cuts right through the middle of the two objectives.
Is that an ideal path?
It doesn't look like it's as heavily wooded.
Well,
Also
here,
gonna be between
here.
two objectives.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Seems like a good murder box.
Yep.
The only other objective option would really be coming down. Again, coming out this way, coming down this way, and be down in the valley. But again, if we set the VITs up on this ridge line, they can still suppress the objectives while we maneuver down below the ridge line, and then come up the
240 VIX
Hey, firm.
with no optics.
I'm not sure if they have optics or not, sir. Lord Hawkins.
Thank you, Sergeant Spears. Looking at the size of the towns, it appears that the east, this side, is a far greater threat to put ourselves on this side of the slope. The actual port town here of Arret down here, it's very small. Anything that did come from there, we should be able to easily handle the QRF from there. So I think it'd be safest to take this side of the approach and just deal with the QRF as it comes, and just move from RP2 into objective fire. Observe for any QRF, and if no QRF is coming, then move on to objective ice.
Absolutely. So the captain brings up a good point. Does the 240 need an optic to be effective?
Long range, yes.
Why?
It's hard to see your target.
It's hard to see your target, but does the 240 not have the ability to be ranged in by anybody with a binos?
Affirm.
So they should be able to put effective fire on target with somebody ranging them in, just as you would do with a Mark 19.
From this ridgeline?
Oh, definitely not from that far.
You're not liking how far they are
That was
spread
the
apart there.
follow-up question to someone recommending that ridgeline. If we had 50s and Mark 19s, we could easily fuck these two objectives up from here, but we don't. We have 240s, and they don't have optics, so it's going to be hard. Or I assume they don't have optics. That's how far is that?
At least almost a click and a half.
So that's already outside of 240 range. It's you can get rounds on target there, but they're gonna have lost most of their velocity by that point.
I'm told that the VICs we're using do have M2s and 240s available on them. In any case, I like what's marked up. I like the RP2. My concern is more just about the movement from the ambush point to the RP2. From RP2, we can make the best determined approach, given the conditions on the ground. Anybody have any input?
Whoever's at RP2, I mean, you can have the rifle squad go through here the entire way. They're in tree cover. At least they got something to hide behind. And they can put a lot of suppressive fire down.
Could we start from the crests and go this way?
We could do a military crest.
Yeah.
Depending on how flat that is, but that looks like a pretty wide, flat terrain there.
And if the AA is mobile, then they can easily just pop out to right here, and then they're going to have eyes past this hill, 231, enflating completely down this ridgeline. They're probably not going to push too far out from the objective, but they can easily just skirt.
Well, if they
just a
push
little
out
bit.
there, then whoever's Overwatch here is gonna have to put fucking a round in the side of it, right?
Affirm.
You guys
So-
have my input.
Absolutely.
You need to move RP2 either. Well, you need to move RP2 to here and move up to this ridge and figure out how you're going to push from there, because there's no way to know how thick this tree coverage is here. And the only way you're going to be able to figure it out is getting eyes out from this ridge line as to whether or not you can push straight through the trees or you need to go around and try to use the terrain on the fucking fingers that are sticking out, the ridges that are sticking out there and there. So basically, move up to that ridge line and then make a decision, because you're going to be sitting here theory crafting and arguing about it forever without actually having eyes on.
All right, so it sounds like we've got a game plan.
Looks like.
Okay. Squad leads, get your guys squared away. Vics are stationed out front.
I got one more thing.
Think cap.
Vehicle SOP on rough terrain. What is it?
Don't do it.
All right, so where's that gonna fuck up our plan? Yep, going down that cliff and potentially trying to push up on RP1. Vehicles are more than likely not going to be able to make it down this cliff right here, and they probably won't be able to push up on RP1 from the east. So, and the problem with that is if they can't make it down that terrain, this road right here that they're going to need to use is it's hard to tell. No, it's not hard to tell. That road is definitely going to have eyes on, and it depends on what the AAA is and what kind of force multipliers they have up on that ridge at objective fire and ice, whether they're going to be able to engage out for us trying to go down that road. We're going to have our asses out. So that's something to consider.
That's going to make that leader's recon all the more important. Everybody tracking?
It's a sheer cliff right here. Look at this. Look at the change in elevation right here. There's no way a vehicle's making it down right there.
Depending on the Vic, it might not even be able to make this turn.
The Vics they'll be fine. They'll be able to handle that. Does anybody have any last minute questions?
Negative.
Negative.
All right, squad leads, take us out. Figure the Vics out. I want you guys to kind of determine what you need and what you got to do. If we need another Vic, let me know. We'll make it happen.
Start headed out to the front.
Head to the front. Go ahead and push out southwest.
Did you get the CLS?
Alright, we're moving southwest.
Pointed.
Alright, we're pushing out southwest.
This is
You taught me, Corporal.
Bravo
Sorry,
on
CLS.
point 2 radio check over.
Bravo, this is Alpha Guy, Chile Charlie on 134, over.
You're talking, Larry. I can't hear you.
Probably still-
Roger, out.
All right.
Three four. This is 3-2.
Center for 3-4.
With the way these vits are looking, we're probably gonna need more vits.
Why I was thinking that
Roger.
Good copy. 3
Squared away.
Which Vic be in?
Let me figure out how many seats are in these things.
Three two, 3-4. There's a couple more Vics behind you on the road if we need them.
Okay,
Never mind.
Roger. What do you want me?
You need to be with 3-2.
Alright, 3-2. Go ahead and load up. We'll before
That's
figure out where we're
rifles.
going. Okay.
Who's in which vits then?
Right, right here. Right here.
3-4, load up in the ass and Vix.
Spears.
To the north.
Grab a long range, jump on 3-2, just because it means we can speak.
Are we keeping all these Vics with us the whole time? Because they're all armed.
3-2. We're gonna be taking the lead vits.
Not sure. We'll figure it out once we're in the field.
We can't leave armed Vics behind.
This is Alpha. We're staging the VIX.
Before actual, this is 3-4.
Send.
What do you want us doing with these VICs when we've dismounted them? They've all got weapons on it.
How many seats are in these Vics?
7.
Alright, we're making a change. Tell everybody to dismount.
They can hold a total of 10,
Roger.
which just means people are hanging on the sides.
Things have changed. Everybody dismount real quick.
Alpha copies. We're just chilling.
3-2, 3-4. Take Vics from the motor pool. MRAPs.
Roger. We're taking VIX from the motor pool. Push southwest.
Alpha copies.
3-4. What do you want to take?
3-4. We'll take a Mark 19.
Copy. Then 3-2.
I'm gonna be on the ground with these guys.
Them too.
You're going to be on the ground, Rog. Sorry, I thought you were staying in the sky. It's my bad.
I'll intervene if you need me to.
Scoot you back here.
Copy.
Alpha, grab the Vic out. Yeah.
Have everyone else get out of the motor pool so the VICs.
Alpha's all in.
Mike's in.
I'm in. Out of the way.
3-2. This is 3-4. We're mounted.
Are we gonna take them?
Copy. I'm having my driver move hit the Vic out so we can get all in. Delta's mounted.
I'm in.
Charlie's in.
Don't forget your earplugs, gents.
What?
There's no more seats in here. F.
Who's still running around?
This is 3-2. We're all loaded up.
That's drum.
Is somebody not?
It's
from
me.
3-4
Tell him
this
to
Vic?
tell him to get in.
Go ahead and get in, drum. We're fixing it now. You should be good now.
Myself and Mike will take over the vehicles. That way you guys can fire and maneuver.
I'm sticking on the ground.
Well, you're staying with me or you're going with them?
Staying with you.
We're gonna lock and load, correct? 3-2 to 3-7. We're all set. Roger.
When you add stuff, just make sure that you've got all curators set to no, otherwise it adds everything for me.
I don't even know how to do that.
So when you go to update editable objects, you've got 3, like, 50-50 things. So you've got editing mode, you've got all curators, and you've got the all mission objects.
Sitting behind you, waiting on your go.
So you just need to hit no to
Copy that.
all
Just
curators.
make sure that we were all set and ready
Got
to
it.
go. It's me. This is 3-2, Oscar Mike.
I'm 3-7 for this, by the way.
Copy. I'll defer to you on comms.
Three-four. Can you give us a bit of a distance on between bits?
Roger.
I'm gonna let you handle most of the Zeusing, and I'm just gonna work on leading these guys.
Roger. I've unticked your model, so you'll be invisible, but you'll remain blue 4.
Copy. This is 3-7. Make sure we're following convoy protocols here.
3-4, roger.
3-2, copy. We're remaining on the left turn.
Last Vic, left turn.
Three 2, 3-4. Make sure you take the team lead spot, Nace.
Say again, 3-7.
Make sure that you have the team leader in your teams.
On your tablet, 3-2.
Copy, stand by.
Hey, Delta, let me know when we're getting close to the objective.
I'll have to adjust it once we get out of it. This is 3-2.
It's in traffic.
Be advised, if you look directly in front of us, you'll see the path that's going up there. That's going to be a hell of a trek.
Hey, firm, eyes on.
Be advised, 3-2 missed the right turn.
3-7 copies. Go ahead and make the turnaround.
3-2 missed the turn.
Right turn.
Last Vic, return.
Got the foot patrol that was pre-placed, got audible on their Vix.
Copy.
3-2 shots out to the north.
Soft dismount. Soft dismount.
Soft dismount. Try to find a spot for us. Just keep higher up. Get to this rock wall up here.
3-2, we're pushing up to this rock wall to get cover before we dismount. Is that in the building?
3-2 is 3-7. Looks like you're first in contact. Set a base of fire. 3-4 maneuver on them.
Copy that.
3-4 rock. This. Margie, light up that tree line to the north.
Need a contact report.
3-4 would not recommend stopping the vehicle there. RPG just landed within 10 meters of that.
Alright, go ahead and push out to the northeast. Maneuver on this shit. Alpha Delta, take him out.
This is Alpha. I'm pushing up a little bit more west. I don't want to be near that kill zone. Over.
Delta's rolling out with Alpha.
Havoc 3, what are we engaging?
3-2's getting in position now.
3-7, this is 3-4. Looks like a squad-sized element out to our north, probably 200 meters out.
A-firm, confirmed.
This is Alpha. We've got contact coming from that yellow two-story northeast far over.
3-7 copies all.
Roger, Alpha Delta. I need you to push back.
Those fucking 40s on that Mark 19 are almost hitting friendlies.
Bravo Charlie, push to that compound to your northeast, about 100 meters. Clear it out. Alpha Delta, get on them.
This is Alpha, moving up.
3-2, looks like we eliminated those contacts.
Roger, 3-2, 3-4, we're gonna push through that shit and make sure it's clear.
Copy, there's a few set of buildings on the right side that you're coming up on now.
Bravo's northeast of us. They're off to our 064.
They're already up on those compound walls. Let's go.
Are you monitoring?
This is Alpha. I've got Delta with me. We're gonna take your guys' left over.
I'm on the ground with these guys.
I'm on it, team lead.
I'm monitoring 3-4. You can monitor 3-2.
I meant the server frames and stuff.
Negative.
Roger.
Is anyone going to come up and clear these buildings?
I've got a head cam up. Can you log in and do so?
We'll push up and take it. Just clear through. Alpha and Delta are to you northwest. Bravo Charlie. 3-2 is to our southwest.
I think I can see past it.
Fine.
Nope, of course not.
The one here on the right is
About 100 meters.
Alright, yeah.
Let me know once you guys have pushed through and cleared it.
Noble, we've got this.
Take it.
I'll bet it.
I'm just gonna set up in the corner.
3-2, this is 3-4. We're pushing through it at this time. It's looking clear. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my boys back to the main supply route.
This is Alpha. We're set up and covering
Copy,
that yellow building.
those routes out to the direct north had some bodies. I'm not sure if they were up towards that yellow buildings either.
This room looks clear.
Roger. I'm gonna push up to you guys. We're gonna remount and fall in behind 3-2.
Copy.
We're not seeing any further movement at this time.
Roger that, 3-2. I'm gonna have them remount on the Vic and push back to you.
Copy.
Off in the field to the west-northwest.
All squads, if we're clear on this contact, mount back up and continue movement. Over.
Three-4, this is Alpha.
Send it.
Be advised, I am pretty sure we took contact from that yellow two-story to the north. I don't think we've checked that over there yet. Over.
Roger, we just heard from higher. Go ahead and remount. We gotta get this shit on. We're 3,000 meters out from the objective.
Roger, breaking down.
With you.
We're going back to the Vic. It's this one right here.
3-2, 3-4. Give us about another 30 seconds. We'll book it to you.
Bravo's copy that. We're back on the road now, mounting up.
Charlie's in.
Yep. Alpha's in.
You and Brown?
Delta's mounted.
Roger. 3-2, this is 3-4. We're pushing back to E-time now.
Copy that. 3-2 is all set and mounted. Once you guys start coming on around the MSR on here, we'll start moving.
We're back on the MSR. Go ahead and push out.
What am I seeing?
Just in case of possible ambush, can you drop back a bit?
After this, no further contact on this hole. We'll get moving.
Agreed, this was meant to be the last bit until they hit near their RP where there's already that roadblock set up.
Copy.
How did Kruger call up about a possible ambush? That makes me suspicious.
Battlefield smarts.
I hope he's not fucking stream sniping.
I doubt he is.
In an ideal world, I've positioned them so they won't be seen until I want them to spring the ambush, but we'll see.
What the fuck is happening over there? I've seen him just fine now.
150 meters up in the rocks.
Isn't it like, you know,
what was that, Alpha?
It's gotta be more than that with all the armor and shit on there.
This is Alpha. I got some movement up ahead, coming up at about our 11 o'clock, up in the rocks. I thought I saw something over.
Roger. 3234, my boys are calling up possible movement to our southeast here on top of that hill.
Right. Be advised, looks like this route has been blocked, multiple vehicles.
Route's been blocked.
Break, this is 3-7. Push through contact, continue moving, do not stop.
We're gonna push through this shit.
3-4, we're gonna have to back around. I'm not gonna take our Vic close to this Vic. Cut to the right of these rocks.
No, they want us pushing through this shit. Roger, 3-2, we're backing up.
Hey, guy up slope, 140
fucking dismount, push to the fucking east here, get in the rocks.
All squads, what are we engaging?
Enemy infantry out to the southeast ridge line.
Alpha, we're out.
It's an A firm, 3-2. I've got my boys dismounted. We're up in those rocks to the northeast here.
Charlie's pushing the east, southeast of those rocks.
Copy. We're moving to get a better position. That way we can cover you as you move 3-4.
Roger.
3-4, let 3-2 set the base of fire and give you clear to move.
Alright, 3-4, go ahead and push up southeast. Follow whoever's fucking going way up there.
We got a enemy Vic at the top of the hill.
Hey, firm, we're getting the Mark 18 on it.
3-2 is 3-7, and once you set a blocking position, upslope, 3-4, continue movement.
This is Delta, my assistant's performance
Copy
self.
that.
Roger. Pull back towards the road. We're gonna walk the Vic through this shit. 3-2 is to our west, about 100 meters. They're holding base.
Mike, this is Delta. We need you when you get a chance. Roger. Are we just sitting here?
3-4, this is 3-2. We have enemy infantry inside the town.
Roger, 3-2.
This is Alpha. I'm putting fire on that hill up there. I'm seeing green tracers coming from it. To the west, over.
3-2 is 3-7, over.
This is Bravo. I'm pushing up southeast to clear.
Can you
back
maneuver the Vic to get eyes into the town?
Eyes on those contacts over west.
Trying to do so now.
Roger, follow in.
Take a mic
Charlie's
out.
already up there. Alpha Delta, stick by the Vic. I'm gonna start marching it up the road here.
Alpha Cop. We're very poor on eyes down here, over.
Let's push around to the right. Looks like they got
3-4, this is 3-2. Be advised, we dropped multiple enemies hidden inside
Delta,
the rocks
come on,
up
we're
here.
sticking with the Vic.
Still have a few more.
Roger, on you.
3-4, Roger.
This is Alpha. We're checking the roadblock for booby traps, and we're gonna move it out of the way if we can, over.
Definitely more guys up here in the rocks.
Alpha Delta, push east. Support Bravo, Charlie.
3-4, this is 3-2. I'm occupying enemy gas to suppress the enemy on the hilltop behind you.
Belay that 3-2. I got guys up there. Do not send AGS fire out that way.
3-2 is 3-7, continue your blocking position out to the west. 3-4, clear through that contact, and then try to remount and continue
We're
movement.
taking fire from southwest up the hill. I need you to cover it.
Engage that.
3-2, copy.
Good stuff.
This is Bravo. There were a bunch of guys up in these fucking rocks. We just took out at least 5. I got hit. I need medical attention.
Alpha Delta, help them push through and clear that shit. Push southwest.
We're getting Alpha's assistant out of a bad spot.
Break. Civilians in the AO.
Roger. 3-2, 3-4, just heard civilians in the AO. PID.
Getting reports of civilians in that town.
3-2 copies.
He's down.
3-2, 3-4, this is 3-7, PID, and hold HE
Bravo,
in the
this is
town,
Alpha.
over.
I'm coming up to you.
Roger.
Roger.
3-4, you want Delta sticking with the Vic?
Send me a contact report.
Negative, stick with Alpha, push through these rocks to the southwest.
3-2, still holding blocking position out to the west, northwest. No further contacts at this time.
This is Alpha. I'm grabbing a south-southwest by Bravo's position.
Roger, 3-2.
Continuing to move southwest.
3-2's holding a blocking. Oh, wrong note. 3-2's holding a blocking.
3-2 is 3-7. I'm not tracking you on the blue 4 device. Can you try to take the team spot again here?
To our west.
Alpha, we're set to your west on the other side of this big rock.
Working on it now.
Hang on, Mike.
Roger that. Good stuff.
3-4 is 3-7, over.
Still pushing through bodies back here. Yeah,
Send it for
bodies.
3-4.
If you are clear on that hilltop, continue your movement west and move parallel with 3-2 into the town until you're able to remount and continue moving.
Bravo, from what I
Over.
can see on this side, you should be good up to that tree line southwest that you're heading toward.
Use module. So just unhide yourself because I've already unticked your module, so
Go
you
ahead and
should not
remount.
be visible anyway,
We're
and
gonna
that
go
way you'll
catch
see your
up
blue
with
force stuff
3-2.
on blue
They're
force.
holding just outside this town to our west.
3-7, this is 3-2.
Alpha's breaking down.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Can probably run up there faster than we can remount.
That's really fucking weird. They called for you, by the way.
It's in traffic for 3-7.
Can you come to my pause at your earliest convenience?
Confirm. I got him now.
Roger.
Delta's mounted.
Alpha's in.
Everybody is.
Where's 3-2?
You're by Holden, you need to go to your east. It's by the MRAP.
3-2 actual, he's back to our south.
Got it.
He's on the southeastern side of the fucking Huntley MRAP.
3-2.
Cover that 3-4. I have my team set up on each side of the road at this time.
It's a word.
So I'm having trouble setting that.
All right, you're fine. I got you now. We're good.
I don't know why it wasn't working.
We were having some weird technical stuff. Don't worry about it. You're square now.
Affirm, Euro on the engine block.
3-2, 3-4 is 3-7. If we're good here, we need to break down and continue movement.
Roger, 3-7.
Copy that, stand by.
Stopped.
7 out.
Bravo is pushing north a little bit.
Roger, just stay close to the VIC. You're good to dismount. Waiting on 3-2, then we'll remount and continue our movement.
3-2's ready.
Alpha's got eyes over the valley northeast, where we came from. Over. Delta's looking south.
Roger.
3-2 drops back to the VIC. Remount it.
3-2's remounting. Go ahead and do the same.
Oh, it sounds like they're remounting.
Alpha's coming back.
Dismount is 1,100 meters to our west.
Dismount's 1,100 meters out to the west.
Alpha's all in. Be advised, Bravo has no non-tracers and it's getting dark. All of my rounds are mixed.
Roger, Bravo. I think I've got some packs here. I'm gonna give you 3 of them. I believe those are all non-tracer.
It's 3-2 all in.
Regardless, it's gonna be a problem eventually.
3-2 after mine.
Did we know this was a night op? Three, 4, 1 click out.
Roger.
This is Bravo. Enemy checkpoint to the left.
Roger. 3-4's pushing north to this house here. We're gonna dismount.
This is 3-7. Use the VIX to suppress them, set up a base of fire, shut that down, and then move through onto our dismount point.
This is Alpha. I'm getting base of fire out. Don't go to your southeast. Over. This is Alpha. Be advised. I think my assist is down in the vehicle. Over.
This is 3-7. What are we in contact with?
Delta enemy checkpoint to the direct southwest along the MSR.
Is Mikey's.
3-2's Vic is moving north to get suppression fire on the western flank of it.
Reloaded.
3-7 copies out.
4 Roger.
That driver's dead.
All squads, we got a little bit of a tactical clump here. Set up a plan, set conditions, maneuver on this.
3-2, this is
Alpha.
3-4.
Continue
We got
to press
base.
the sandbagging placements. 225.
Copy that, 3-4.
We're setting up base for 3-2. Just keep suppression up out to the southwest. Kill what you can see. 3-2 will move on them.
Everything looks clear from here. If there's anyone left up there, they're hiding.
3-2, this is 3-4. Looks
This is
pretty
Alpha.
clear.
We'll go to watching fire. Over.
You want us to push on it?
Negative. We're gonna maneuver on from the west side of it.
Roger. 3-2's pushing to the northwest. They're gonna maneuver on it.
This is Alpha. Got green tracers coming out of blue building, 2 stories, southwest, 200 meters. Over.
Roger.
3-4, this is 3-2. Myself and half my team are pushing along the northwestern side towards the checkpoint.
Roger, we're still holding base.
Copy. Keep their heads down until we
3-4, this is Alpha. Coming out of that left window.
Roger, work with Bravo, light that shit up. Keep it suppressed. 3-2 is making their movement now. They're to our northwest.
Three 2, 3-4. This is 3-7. Do not drop western and northern security.
Copy that, 3-7.
3-4, Roger.
This is Alpha.
Out.
That shooter's been darting around from different windows on that top floor.
3-2, we're pushing up on the rocks on the west side of the MSR. We're gonna get positioned down on the enemy roadblock.
3-4, Roger. Keep up the fire. I'm pushing the Vic to the north side to keep up our northern security.
Roger.
3-2, this is 3-7. Be careful exposing yourself on the west. Clear through that checkpoint and fall back to the dismount.
Wilco.
Out.
3-4, this is 3-2. We're going to be clearing from the northwest to the southeast through the checkpoint. Shift fire as needed.
3-4, Roger. Three 2 is going to be pushing in from the west side of that checkpoint. Shift your fire as necessary.
Alpha copies. I'm still
Fire
covering
left.
that blue building.
3-2, this is 3-7. Make sure you keep eyes out down the road, down the MSR, while the rest of your squad clears through.
We're working on it.
Out.
3-7, this is 3-2. Checkpoint is clear. Vehicles and 1 times heavy weapon is still operational at this time.
Copy that. Do you have incendiaries over?
I am carrying 2 times incendiaries.
Copy that. Burn it. Set security while you do so, and then fall back to the dismount and perform leader's recon over.
Copy that. We'll set security, and then as we're burning this.
3-2 is about to burn some Vics. Once they're done, they'll push back to the dismount to our west, and then we'll get recon out at RP1.
I didn't see anyone pushing through the fucking vehicle or through the houses where we were engaging.
Roger, I'll call it up. 3-2, this is 3-4. If you could get a fire team to push through those houses, we did engage contacts out of those 2-story windows.
Copy that, 3-4.
Bravo, send a buddy team to clear the rest of those houses. I also need you to gather this dish drum up by this frickin' gas on the northwest side.
Reinforce 3-7 over.
Center for 3-4.
Are you in any further contact over?
Negative, we're just holding Overwatch on 3-2.
Leave a team to cover their security and then move up to RP1 and start getting eyes out over.
Roger. Go ahead and break down and push to RP1. It's to our west. It is 440 meters out at a bearing of 277.
Alpha's Oscar Mike.
3-2, this is 3-4. I'm going to push my boys onto RP1 and get eyes out and move the Vic as well.
Be advised, I have one of my teams saying that they see movement out to the 250, tactically moving around out there far.
Roger, can they see us or are they downslope from us?
Stand by.
3-2's calling up shit to their southwest at like 255. I believe it's downslope. Just once we get up here, get eyes out.
Say again, what's southwest 255?
3-4, be advised they are up on the road
moving.
at this time. Unknown if they're going to be moving towards us or not.
Wait, 1. Roger, can we get a distance?
Alpha's tracking.
About 200 meters from my Alpha team element, which is on the roof next to the water tower. And that's the MRAP. 2 squads.
Say again, 2 squads?
Affirm.
They're calling up 2 squads about 300 from their pause. They're on the road walking towards them.
3-2's engaging.
They're engaging them. Get up into these rocks to the southwest side, engage that shit. I'm gonna get eyes out and try to recon the objectives.
3-2 is 3-7. What's the status of the checkpoint over?
Alpha copies. I'm
Bravo has eyes on and to set up a fire position. Are burned at this time. We are engaging the enemy infantry out to the west.
Copy that. I want you to set a blocking position. Let 3-4 get eyes down slope and start doing their recon while we handle what is over here. Over.
Delta, pull back to the Vic. I want you to hold at it. I'm gonna dismount and take my recon.
Delta, Wilco.
Say again, Charlie, you see objective supply post?
No, there's no way.
A firm. I see the roofs and stuff. I don't see anything moving around in it.
Roger.
This is Alpha. We got negative targets from our current position.
3-2, this is 3-4. We've got some visibility into the supply drop.
Copy that. We're still holding out to your
If
south.
the supply drop town is not occupied, lightly occupy it. You're talking, I can't hear you.
3-4, 3-2.
Wait, one.
Delta, we're going a little bit higher up northwest on the rocks.
My boys are calling out. Eyes into objective fire. They got a bunch of static ZU cannons. 3 times mortar pits. And objective fire.
Check.
I got you.
Okay. It was already lightly occupied. I did
Static
say as soon as
ZU
I first
guns
heard
as
talk
well
that they
as
might
mortar
be
pit
going
up
that
at
way, so
the primary objective.
Roger.
But they definitely have eyes on us.
Alpha copies.
We're not seeing much in the supply drop town. 3-2.
Copy that.
Can you just check my squad there, which I had garrison to keep in position, isn't gone all over the shop and fucked off?
Yeah, they look good.
3-7, 3-2.
It's in traffic.
I can start moving my element up to the next water tower, grid reference 040063. We can set up another blocking position and get ready to start moving towards the SBF-1 and towards those draws from that position.
If 3-4 can cover you, go ahead and make that movement over.
There's a helicopter at objective ice. Cannot tell if it's armed or not.
Roger. Delta, go ahead and push into the rocks west. Copy. Roger. Last 3-2 and 3-7.
This is Alpha off. Comes with my
3-2. This is 3-4. We're gonna see what we can do and try to get eyes on you.
Copy that.
Alpha 2. I see stepping up.
Roger.
I'm gonna change the convoy
Can you guys
parameters, move
get
it
eyes
slower,
on
and start
3-2?
getting
They're
them on
to
the
our
road.
south, bearing a 160-225.
You're far from me, I can't hear you.
I didn't speak.
This is Alpha. Have eyes on that house.
Roger. You think you can keep them covered as they
Alright,
push
the
down this
parameters
road?
have changed. You can go ahead and step them off.
Until they're direct south of me, yeah.
No problem.
If you can get them moving in the meantime, that'd be ideal.
We're gonna lose them once they get to the next group in the houses to the southwest. Approximately 2 and 8.
Roger.
I got it.
Go ahead and push southwest. There's another rock formation beneath you guys below Death Blade. Go ahead and push to that to keep eyes on 3-2 as they make their movement.
This is Bravo. Say again, line.
Just push like 50 meters to your southwest to that next rock formation that's below you. Keep eyes on 3-2 as they make their movement. 3-2, this is 3-4. Go ahead and make your movement. We have eyes on you.
How are they moving?
Copy that.
They're going to be pushing down the road.
User entered your channel.
Fucking convoys, man. Hate Arma. Just gonna do the wiggle dance all day? Come on. Send for 3-7.
What's the ETA on that convoy pushing from the port?
We are
Look,
within
ISR is reporting that they haven't left yet.
Closer objective.
Roger.
You're gonna have to deal with that convoy. It's being
Stay out of
sucky.
sight and out of mind. Trying to
Roger,
figure
I'll
out when
cover
that
to replace
convoy is
it.
going to be pushing up.
Can you go ahead and
from
just
that
carry
port.
on positioning the forces I've put around objective ice?
Yep.
I'll tell you exactly why they're being fucky.
Say again, last 3-4.
Because convoys don't like it when troops are in them for
3-7.
some reason.
The fuck am I doing here? You just got a clump of dudes? Did you garrison them already?
Just position them. They're already garrisoned, so they won't run away. Just need positioning around because I haven't actually garrisoned it yet.
This is 3-4. What's our intent here?
This is 3-2. We're clearing the Grove real quick, and then we're going to be continuing west to the next set of buildings.
I'm doing the convoy's movement so I can call it up.
Roger. Once you've gotten to the set of
Do you want
buildings,
some of us to start hoofing it to SBF-1 to the west?
Copy that.
Get eyes
We'll
on
set up as a blocking position to the
Go
southwest.
3-2 is pushing
get better
to
eyes
the set
on
of
the town.
buildings on the road here. Bravo Charlie, go ahead and make that movement. Alpha Delta following behind him. Give it about a 30-second pause.
Alpha's breaking down, ready to follow him in.
Delta's just gonna pick up on Bravo. We're already down here.
Alpha's falling in by Charlie.
3-4 is 3-7 over.
Center for 3-4.
Yeah, Beckett. Are you able to effectively cover 3-2's movement from there?
Negative. Disregard. Negative. Once they had gotten to that vineyard and those houses, we would have lost eyes and had to have fired past them. I'm going to have my squad go ahead and push towards SBF-1 as they make it to that next compound to their southwest.
Copy. I got eyes on a little bit of a draw. You should be able to maneuver through towards SBF-1. It's going to be pretty much direct west from you. Over.
Roger. There should be a draw. You guys can walk up straight towards SBF-1.
3-2 is 3-7. You've got quite a bit of spacing between you and your sister squad. Just be cognizant as you move that they may not be able to cover you. Over.
Copy. Once we check out these buildings, we're going to be cutting back northwest and getting in position for that draw move.
3-7 copies out.
Convoy is Oscar Mike.
From the port.
They affirm they have left the port. They are now going past Saint Martin. They'll be entering La Riviere in roughly 2 mics.
You think 10 minutes?
Yeah, they're
This
near
is
Dammit.
Alpha 134. Be advised.
Convoy composition is
I was
as
having some comm issues.
I already
that
have
been
it.
resolved.
Unless you
Tracking
change it.
all, though.
Slightly, just so you can practice the supply drop. So it's got BTR 60 in the front. It has It has then a Kamaz. It then has 2 Urals with troops, followed by another Kamaz, and then in
Charlie,
the rear is
what
a
happened to your
BMP
assistant?
1 Delta.
Copy all. Slow them down significantly. Give them some more time to get there.
Roger, slow down.
All squads, this is 3-7. We are getting reports from ISR that the convoy has left the port. Composition is as follows: 1 times BTR 60, 1 times Kamaz, 1 times Ural, another Ural, another Kamaz, and a BMP. Over.
3-2 copies.
3-4, roger. Read back 1 times BTR, 4 times transport trucks, and 1 times BMP. 3-7.
Good read back. Estimated time of arrival, 20 minutes.
Bravo's pushing up into the SBF, but the south
Roger.
side of the SBF is going to be completely exposed to the objective, it looks like. The main objective.
3-7 out.
Roger, last Bravo. Alright, 3-4, composition
3-2, we're moving northwest time now to get into the position on the north side.
From the port, about 20 minutes. We get 1 times BTR, 4 times transport trucks, and 1 times BMP. Again, they will be here at the supply drop point in about 20 minutes.
Three 3-4, this is 3-7. We need to expedite movement. Conduct your recon from the SBF point, and then move into the town to establish the ambush. Over.
3-4, roger.
3-2 copies.
3-7 out.
Delta, this is Alpha. I'm coming up on your 6.
Roger.
We're gonna wait on 3-2, and then we'll push into the town to try to get a ambush set up. Unless you guys think that we have good eyes where we're at now, onto that road.
Say again, last.
We're gonna wait for 3-2 to get on to
3-4,
us
this
here.
is 3-2.
Then we're gonna push into the town, unless you guys think we have better eyes where we're at now. Send for 3-4.
Oh boy. One of the
Be advised, to be able to
it's
take
going
my
to, no
entire
matter
squad
what they
down there,
do,
I may end up having to leave
go
our
a very
vet with you and then
direction
take it
around
back
the
from you
buildings.
once we're done clearing this town.
Well, if there's one bugaboo, just delete him.
Roger, are you sure about that? You wanna... You don't
Got
wanna
eyes
keep
on
it for force
platoon
multiplier?
size element in the first objective.
We're not going to be able to get it down this ridge, will we?
Including at least 1 times gas,
Lovely.
armed.
Wait 1.
Bravo needs medical attention.
We'll go with what you said, 3-2.
Three 2 is 3-7. Say again about your plan. Over.
We're going to leave our Vic with 3-4 and then take it back once we are moving after clearing this town.
If you move to my position, there's a
3-7
clearing right
copies. Make it happen.
Bravo, you called a platoon size and a gas inside the supply drop town?
At least 2 times armed gases.
Roger. 3-2, this is 3-4. One of my teams is
got the
calling up
convoy
at
functional
least a
again,
platoon-sized
just
element
follow
and
the
2
fucking
times
commands to the
gases
rear.
inside this
Not ideal,
town that
but-
we're about to assault.
All good.
Copy that,
Just
3-4. I was
try to
just about to
time it
ask
so
you
they
what
have
you had
time to
eyes
set up the
on.
ambush.
If you move just a tiny bit to your southeast, there's a clearing up
I
here
mean,
for your
these
2
guys
forties.
are moving at the slowest possible pace, so
Is it exposed to that fucking main compound to our
Got it.
south?
they don't even seem to realise there's 2 times gas.
That's a
and
negative,
one
you
of the
got
infantry
rock
inside
cover.
that supply depot just protecting the place.
They're
Bravo has a
calling
good
it up on
spot.
3-4. Just hasn't made it to me yet.
This is Alpha Ditto.
need to do
We've
something
got
about
eyes
that
on at
before
least
they
1
put
gas
the
and
shit
multiple
sound
shooters from here.
This is Bravo. Still need medical attention.
This is 3-2. We're moving down the draw now.
3-2 is 3-7. I copy. Over.
3-7, this is 3-4. One of my boys needs intervention. Our Mike is not here at this time.
Done.
You good, Bravo? Thank you much, 3-7.
Yes.
Bravo, this is Alpha. I've got eyes on both gases from where I'm at.
3-4, this is 3-7. Are you having a technical or is you have comms?
He just, I don't know. Wasn't called up. 3-7.
Copy.
Convoy's like 2 mics out, if that.
Just stop him. It's in traffic.
Be advised, enemy may. There's a possibility that the enemy may have NVG capability.
3-7 copies. We are closing our window here, gentlemen. We need to move through this town and get this ambush set up. So double time your movements.
3-2, we're moving south time now.
3-7 copies out.
Are we effective where we're at to support 3-2 if they push into the town to try to clear it?
This is Bravo, Abram from Bravo's Pause.
This is 3-4. My boys are calling up that this position we're at now at SBF-1 is a decent spot to support 3-2 as they push in.
3-7 copies all. Just bear in mind that when they enter the town, you're going to lose that lane. Over.
Roger. Alpha, Delta, Charlie, what are your thoughts? Do you have good lanes?
This is Alpha. I've got 2 gases and multiple infantry that I can take from my current spot. Over.
Roger, Charlie, Delta, how about you guys?
Yeah, we got good.
3-4, this is 3-2.
Send it for 3-4.
Be advised, we're coming up on the edge of the north side of the town now, near a water tower. We are expediting our movement into it now.
Oh, wonderful, they flipped the Vic.
Roger, let us know when to kick things off.
And Roger,
making
did
it
you see
into
any
the town?
roaming patrols on the outside of the town?
Break. 3-2 is 3-7. Hold your pause. 3-4. I want you to kick this off, soften the target, let 3-2 push through.
Roger, 3-2, you in position?
Go ahead and let it rip, 3-4.
Go ahead and kill shit.
Hey, Margie. 1-3-4. And then stick back in. We're gonna see board in case.
I am. Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, Margie, you can go ahead and hop in the Mark 19 then. I'll pull you around to help support.
3-2, this is 3-4. With 3-4 engaging, I want you pushing in from the west side. So move west and then come in west to east.
Wait over. Copy that.
This is Alpha. We've appear to have neutralized the gunners on both.
Once
of
you
the
cross
gases.
into the town, I want you to call up a shift fire. Have 3-4 move out to the east. Over.
Copy that. We're moving from on the northwest corner.
Someone
Time
dismounted
now.
with a machine gun?
3-7 copies out.
This is Alpha. Not sure. I'm putting fire at it. Over.
This is a good spot down here, Margie.
Putting it behind the rocks.
Roger.
Did one of the convoy Vics flip or one of ours?
One of the convoy Vics, but I fixed it.
Good deal.
At 1913, I'm going to move that convoy in, so I won't spawn any additional contact than what's there now, but 1913, that
This is
convoy's
Charlie
moving in.
reporting reinforcements coming
Copy.
in from the gas station and warehouse off to the south.
Copy.
This is Alpha. Charlie on those shooters.
515 meters out.
3-2, this is 3-4. My guys are calling up reinforcements. At least a platoon size coming up from a gas station to the south, about 500 meters.
Copy that, 3-4.
They should be to your west side or east side.
Definitely ain't no platoon size or anything.
I don't know what he's calling up. See a fucking fire team.
Seven, 3-4. Steady TA on the convoy
This
now.
is Alpha. Got infantry pushing to the 2-story complex southwest far. 225 from us. Over.
3-7 copies. Out to you. 3-4, 3-7. Estimated time of arrival 10 minutes. Over.
Roger.
640 Alpha.
These guys have NVG capabilities. Close the discipline.
3-2 is 3-7. Over.
That convoy is about 10 minutes out. If you guys feel we are
Have you crossed over that MSR? We need to call off the shift fire from 3-4. Over.
Yeah, we're not pushing across the MSR at the moment. Stand by.
Are you sure?
We're trying to clear the north side first, and we're holding security out to the south as well.
3-7 copies. Out.
Alpha, that single shot is coming from outside the city in the ditch line, 404 meters. Look east of the electrical
3-4, any vits that are inside
inside
the town are not occupied by Blue 4.
Those Mark 19 rounds are landing close to it.
Roger.
Mark 19 rounds are hitting all around it, but ineffective.
This is Alpha. I think Bravo got the guy we were looking for.
3-4, how are we doing? Can we kill anything? Anything else?
Out of target.
Roger, go ahead and push down into the town. Take up that gas station position. It's to the south, about 511 meters. 3-2, this is 3-4. We cannot support any further. We're going to go ahead and push down into the town towards those gas stations that we called up earlier.
Copy. If you approach from the east, the southeast side has not been fully cleared yet.
3-2 is 3-7. Over.
Send it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ambush to kick off with engagement with AT4. Set conditions. Over.
Smoke bearing 195, 500 meters.
That.
3-7 out.
This is Alpha tracking. I'm wedged off your right side.
We're super exposed to that northern compound from here. That Mark 19 fire is effective on target. I'm bringing the 50 cal up. Who's getting in?
It's just you. Go ahead and follow me in.
This is Alpha. We're following the draw to the electrical plant thing.
Roger. 3-2's pushed past the town. They're going into the marked up kill zone for the convoy. They'll be the first to take the shot.
Make sure they're set to not engage unless engaged.
Say again, they will or we will?
They will. They're getting set up. They'll use their AT4 and the METR and BMP will follow up.
Do you still want to... Jesus fucking Christ!
3234, what's going on over there?
Delta's pushing in that electric complex.
We've got
I was with you.
At least a fire team size. We walked up on here on the southeast side of the town. Just go ahead
Bravo,
and
did you get that guy with the
set
RPG?
up for that ambush. We'll clear out.
Alright, convoys off the mic.
Roger.
Go ahead and clear this shit and push it south.
Do we
3-7.
still want to move to gas station, or do we want to move to the ambush site?
Stand by.
Just
3-7 copies. Disregard for now.
figure out a
Set up
spot
conditions
to
for the
get
ambush.
best
Over.
lane to fire into that ambush point.
I don't want to stay at the gas station. Remember what happened last time we had guys at a gas station?
Affirm.
Electrical compound is clear.
This is Alpha. I'm bringing Delta with me, falling in on you guys.
Has the other squad cleared through this part of town yet?
That's an affirm. They've cleared through. They're to our southwest, about 250 meters.
Are you seeing any X's?
Alpha,
Seen any what?
Charlie, Delta, go ahead and follow.
Once we're through here, check back through for X's. I'm not seeing any, but just double check.
This is Alpha. I'm good to mount if you need me to.
Will do.
Yeah,
They didn't take any contact from buildings, in fairness, and they were. I heard them call up. They were following SOP.
Okay, then we're good then.
Yeah, I deliberately didn't garrison.
This is
these guys
3-4. We
just got a little
brought
cache,
your
not
Vic up
actually
to you.
occupying.
I'm
Copy
adding
all.
the rest of my squad, and we're gonna catch up, try to find a spot to set this ambush.
Alpha's all in.
Copy that.
Charlie's mounted.
3-4, 3-2. This is 3-7. Convoy is roughly 5 mics out. Over.
Convoy's 5 minutes out.
Alpha copies.
Are we ambushing from inside the buildings, or are we going to push south?
This looks like a shitty spot, but we'll be below defilade if we kick it off anywhere to the east or west.
3-4-3-2.
I think we're just gonna kick it off here. Send it for 3-4.
We're gonna have to find a better place to hide those vents, probably on the north side of town.
Roger. We'll see what we can do.
That's a negative. Pull the VIX back slightly. Put them at the bend in the road and use them as enablers. We have a L-shaped ambush set up here, so watch your lanes of fire and PID.
I definitely hear the fucking convoy Vix.
Three, 2, 3-4. Read back.
Copy. L-shaped ambush set up. Watch fires.
Roger.
3-7 out.
We're gonna be setting up an L-shaped ambush here. Just back it up all the way to the other side of the church, Margie.
3-4. Expedite the movement of those
Bravo
vents.
over
I have eyes on
southwest
the
about 200
headlights.
meters to a building.
I'm pushing northwest on the other side of the road, see if I can get a better viewpoint down the road.
Try to stick together.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a really good. I got a good firing position at my point. I got headlights. They're already coming over the fucking.
3-7-3-2. Be advised.
Coming to you,
Eyes
Bravo.
on enemy headlights.
3-7 copies.
Kind of stuck in the open with the Vec. I'm hiding it.
Get your dicks in the dirt. Do not expose yourselves. Do not
Alpha, I'm
ND.
coming over to
Do
Bravo's
not kick
spots. I
this
got
off early. Over.
Terrorizer, I'm out.
3-4, Roger. 3-2. You're kicking it off.
BTR in front.
We'll take the shot on the
I
BTR.
don't see the BMP.
It'll be in the rear of the convoy.
I got eyes on
There's 4
the
times
BMP. It's cresting
transport.
now. It's not in the rear.
It's not in the rear, Roger.
Who's kicking this off? Them us.
It's them.
Roger.
Why don't we take out this BMP and kick this shit off?
3-2. When you gonna kick it off? They're getting right up. Engage. Kill shit.
Negative one down.
Alpha's down.
Roger. BMP catastrophic.
Alpha's up. I need TLC.
Say again, Alpha. You need intervention.
I could just use medical support at Mike's convenience. Over.
Roger. Charlie, how you doing?
We're gonna start pushing and clearing through this.
Charlie, you good?
3-7 copies. 3-4 control this and let 3-2 move through to clear over.
3-4,
3-4,
Roger.
pushing up with Bravo.
Roger. Get set up. 3-2 is gonna be pushing through. Keep eyes on him.
We got a straggler.
Clean up if you can. We're getting a little framey.
I was feeling that. That'll be all the fucking smoke effects. It's not even that much down, so. Although there is at the bases.
I'm pushing the Vic up to you, Charlie.
I want light, if any, contact from here to the
The
objectives.
building Bravo's at is a decent
Given
spot.
time, I'm probably gonna give him fuck all.
Yeah, we need to expedite this through.
Might just let him hit the objective. I know it's not as immersive as we want, but fuck it. We want the training goals hit more so.
3-2 is 3-7. What's the status?
This is 3-2. We are at the BMP now. Looks like all enemy are KIA.
3-2 copies. Out to you. 3-4 is 3-7 over.
Send it for 3-4.
If you can't effectively cover them, go ahead and break down. Move on parallel through this.
Roger.
3-7 out.
Got eyes on the top of the HQ towers on the first objective, direct south 1,200 meters.
Roger. This is 3-4.
It's in traffic.
Any way to get friendlies to come pick up that M2 MRAP that we left inside the town?
Confirm.
3-7, this is 3-2.
In traffic.
Be advised, this Zemat back here on my current location is 1-time supply
Alpha
truck,
moving closer to Bravo.
fully loaded.
Roger. You guys able to effectively cover 3-2?
3-7 copies. Go ahead and burn it and continue moving over that.
I am out of incendiaries on that.
This is Alpha. We've got good guys.
Copy that. 3-7 will come take care of it.
Southwest side, but there doesn't seem to be anything over there right now. Over.
Copy that.
Roger. Go ahead and break down.
3-2 is also moving to RP2 at this time.
Are you going to the Victor squad?
Copy.
Bravo's pushing to the
Roger.
one of the Humvee, the fucking MRAPs to check for ammo.
3-4 is 3-7. We brought the M2 up behind you over.
Oh, never mind. The 50 is the one with no one in it. Bravo will just take the 50.
Roger, Bravo.
Giving me a headache.
Alpha Delta, yeah, go ahead and continue that movement. Follow in behind 3-2.
3-2, we're on the south side of RP2, holding out to the south.
3-4, Roger, we're rolling up the
ammo
Vex,
in the back of the Mark 19.
Copy.
4 boxes of M80, 6 boxes
3-7 copies. Can you see, do we have an approach angle on objective fire over?
The M80 is not mixed.
This is 3-2. Direct approach is a no-go. We'll be cresting
this is
and
Alpha.
then
My assistant still has a
probably
bunch of
walking
unmixed
right
boxes
into
that he can swap out if need be.
Copy that. I want you to utilize ridges to the east and the fingers, as well as military crest to get as close as you can, and then set a control raid on this using 3-4s covering fire as you maneuver into it. Over.
Copy. East side is a no-go.
Sorry, west side.
This is Alpha. We can give
Copy that.
Hawkins our remaining
Start
boxes, and
movement
we'll take
once
the M80.
the Vic is back up here with us.
3-7 copies out.
3-2, 3-4, we brought up your Vic with us.
Eyes on.
Audible on a Vic approaching south.
3-2, 3-4, audible on Vic approaching south.
I'm gonna push the 50 up to the rock.
3-4, cut the Vits. 3-2, 3-7, that sounds like an enemy helo out to the south.
3-7 copies. Three two, 3-4. This is 3-7. Consolidate and continue on mission. Over.
3-4, Roger.
3-2 copies.
That's got 0.
Is anyone up
Charlie? Just to tie into later as part of the QRF is going to come in via helo.
Send it, Bravo.
3-4, are you
Copy.
gonna continue holding the VITs?
Do we want to push up on the slope south to the rocks?
Negative. 3-2 had put eyes out there. They're saying it's not a good approach to those objectives. They're gonna call to move on the west side towards RP3. 3-2, 3-4. So we want to push on the west side towards RP3, right?
A-firm,
Alpha's
3-2 is
tracking.
already up.
We're
Oscar
ready when
Mike.
you guys are.
Roger. We'll hold the Vic.
Copy that then.
We're gonna hold this Vic.
3-2, 3-4. This is 3-7. Remember, this is a raid. Destroy the AAA threats and exfil out.
3-4, Roger. 3-2's already making their movement towards RP3 to our southwest.
3-2,
Just keep
Oscar Mike out to the
just
west.
consolidate and rearm what you can.
3-7
When
copy.
everybody's ready to go.
Alpha's all good.
Also, I've got 4 times heat rounds for Delta and Charlie when you guys need it.
Roger, Tango Mike 3-4.
Copy.
Delta's green all across the board. Bravo's up to like 1,000 rounds of non-tracers.
Roger, Bravo. Do you want to keep hold of that Vic as a force multiplier?
I mean, yeah, it's a 50 cal. It shoots farther and bigger bullets.
Alright, you hold on to it. We're going to go ahead and push out. Alpha, Delta, Charlie, go ahead and push out to the west here. 3-2 is 300 meters away to our 266.
Alpha's heading out west.
We'll go.
Three two, 3-4 is 3-7. ISR reports no further civilian considerations in the AO. Over.
Three 4, Roger. Alright, ISR is reporting no more civilian considerations. We can go ham with 40s. Hey Charlie, if you want, yeah, just go ahead and ride.
Alright, hold here, get eyes out.
This is Alpha. We've got a really steep obstacle. MRAP's not going to be able to make it up on the southwest here. We're probably going to have to cut south to get it around. Over.
Roger.
Three 2's taking a short hold for pathfinding.
3-4, Roger.
Be advised, we may have
Vic's
control
not
of
gonna be
the
able to make
area.
it up this slope right here. You want to follow around to the left?
Negative. That cargo tower have eyes on us. As soon as we crest up.
What, do you want to stage below the crest so we can pull up and light it the fuck up?
Yes.
Affirm, just wait 1. 3-2 still consolidating.
3-2.
So for 3-7.
Be advised, enemy
Bravo,
has
don't go any further. We're
high
going to
ground
be
advantage
exposed
plus
if we go past
towers.
this point.
We are not able to move on along this route. We're going to have to double back and move along the tree lines closer to the military crest.
3-4 is Delta. I've got a
3-7 copies. Utilize your enablers to cover your movements as
900
necessary. Over.
meters. It's moving east to west. Platoon size.
Say again.
3-2 copies.
What have you got, Delta?
Correction, it's a squad size patrol, foot patrol bearing 187, 900 meters from my position.
Roger. Copy your last 3-2. You want to bum rush this shit with the VIX?
Are you guys gonna be able to drop that tower with the Mark 19 as soon as we open up?
In all honesty, there's multiple heavy weapon emplacements on top of those towers. They're probably going to
Charlie, I've got
You have
eyes for direct fire.
multiple enablers.
Hey,
Please
Firm, we
utilize them.
could use the Maws to
can
drop
see 'em
those towers.
This is 3-7. Affirm. Use your enablers.
3-4. If you think you can have you and your boys do it, then do so.
Roger, you want us to go ahead and take those down, and then you'll proceed towards the objective marker.
This is Alpha. Left tower looks like it's got 2 times chords, 1 times AGS, looking straight for us. Break.
And as soon as we start moving, go
Western
ahead and do it that
tower
way. They don't
has
have time
1 times
to fully
AGS
react.
system, and that's all I can see from where I'm at.
Roger, we'll do it. Alright, new plan. Bravo, dismount from 3-2's Vic. I'm gonna have the Maws range shots and get ready to take out those towers with HE rounds. Once that happens, we're gonna bum rush this shit with the 2 Vics.
So getting the Mark 19. The Mark 19 could probably help out a lot with that.
3-4. Where's it?
Yeah,
Zeus?
Last
Cannons
thing
are
the
gonna
guy
have
on
eyes
the
on us if we
DMGs
go
only
up and over
just
this ridge and try to do
spotted
that.
and that was only for like 2 seconds.
Copy.
Good movement.
3-4. This is 3-2.
It's on the... should be on your north or south side now, 3-2, as you're coming around.
3-4 is Delta. I got both towers
by the
ranged
rocks.
with HE loaded. Just tell me
Eyes
what
on.
to hit and when.
Roger.
As soon as they kick this
We're not
off,
going
some
to kick
patrols
things
towards them.
off. 3-2 is going to try to get as close as they can. As soon as they're engaged upon, we open up. Just get eyes out to the south here.
Possibly see.
Find a fighting
I'd
position. I'll
possibly
roll up
see
the Mark
one on top
19
of
when
a
things
rock.
start.
I'm not certain, but it looks like a silhouette looking out at me. Essentially
Charlie to Delta.
skylining on top of a rock.
Send it.
Which
Yeah, I
one's
see
going to be
that.
your primary
Are they
target?
taking the 50 Vic?
I got a clear sight on
Affirm.
both.
They're going to
I
use it to
mean,
bum rush.
I was just scanning the area and I clocked it, so that one
Copy that.
I'm
What I was
retreat is a
suggesting
legit
you fire
spot.
at one, I fire at the other.
And caution.
Yeah, I gotcha. What do you have best eyes on?
Far one.
Wonder if these
So
mortars have
south
flares.
3-4. This is
Yeah,
3-2. We're on
Roger, I'll hit the northeastern one.
Copy that. Out.
You guys decide which one you're going to hit and make sure you bring it down. 3-2 is making their movement now. As soon as they're engaged on, we'll open fire.
We'll go. Lined up.
Roger, 3-2. We'll let you try to get as close as you can before we engage.
Copy
South
that. If
wall
you
ready.
see tracers, go ahead and let it rip then.
Flares going out in
Affirm.
response.
As soon as you see shit, fire back, start shooting.
We'll go.
That's mortars launching, it sounds like.
This is 3-2. Possible enemy IDF outbound as well.
Roger. If those mortars start... oh, they're flaring us.
Be
Those are
advised,
right above me.
disregard. Enemy flares have popped over your position.
Hold it. Don't shoot until they've seen us. Roger, 3-2. Keep getting close, as close as you can.
We're still moving.
3-2,
Fire,
we're gonna engage.
fire.
Engage.
Disregard.
Charlie rocket.
Delta rocket. Hit.
Force 3-7 shift fire to the southern side, while 3-2 approaches from the northern. Over.
3-2, we are on the wall. 3-4, Delta's coming to you.
Roger.
3-2 is 3-7. Do not enter from the north side. Over. South side. Do not enter from the south side. 3-2. Enter from the north. 3-4 is engaging south.
Fucking down. Copy that. But friendly's on the wall. I can't fire anymore.
Why would you do
Go ahead
that?
and mount up. We're gonna make our movement right into it. Putting your spare rounds inside the VIC.
3-4 is 3-7. If you are ineffective from that position, maneuver around to block from the south.
Hey, firm.
7 out.
We gotta go.
This is Alpha. I've broken down.
Delta's mounted. Seven, 3-4, be advised, enemy gate to the north has been locked down by enemy fucking dish comes.
3-7 copies. Figure out another way in. Ensure the AA pieces are destroyed and get the fuck out. Over.
After that, this is a raid. We're gonna take out the AA pieces and get the fuck out of here.
Copies.
You got a pit on this other one.
Move a little back.
3-2, 3-4, how you doing? We're rolling up now on the southwest side.
Dragon.
Check in. Who's looking back to you?
3-2, check in.
Sergeant Kruger's down. Sergeant Kruger.
3-4 is just 3-7. Get eyes on 3-2. I'm not getting a response. Over.
Say again, 3-7.
Get eyes on 3-2. I'm not getting any response out of them. Over.
Roger. Get eyes inside that compound to the east. See if you see friendlies. I'm not hearing shit from 3-2.
3-2 to AC stepping up. We have 3 casualties. One team is trying to breach on the northwest side.
Roger, 3-2. We're on your south side now.
3-7 copy. Get that gun up. Hold that edge. But drag him back. Or I'm gonna go down.
Alright, you cover me.
3-2, check in. How you guys doing? Is your situation stable?
This is Alpha. I'm seeing rounds coming in 188 far south from the compound. I think it's the second part of the objective.
Roger. We're getting the 40 on it.
Are you up?
I'm good.
Okay, so get down.
Smoke that out.
Delta's curling around the objective, getting eyes out to south.
There's a fucking guy running.
Roger.
What's...
I can't drag him. The
3-2, how you doing?
It's in the way.
Corporal Larry, Sergeant
What's the
Kruger's
status
on
of
Use
the
your throwables.
You can call over.
They have 3 men down. Their third IC's up. They're trying to push through as clear as they can.
Jesus Christ,
I'm
guys.
moving up to clear the fucking middle tower.
Who's still up?
Throw frags over that, Burr. De Beer. Frag out.
I'm stepping up.
Frag out.
3-2, check in.
3437, pull back to 32's pause, set up a blocking position. They are mostly down at this point.
Inside the compound, it just took down its own building.
Silversmith.
Roger.
Check in.
Sergeant
Rebel
Cougar.
team lead 3-2.
Drag out. Drag him back. Drag him back.
Push back fucking north. Most of 3-2 is down. We gotta help them.
Roger, we're on the south side of the objective. We're circling around.
3-2, 3-IC.
Alpha is falling back onto the north side.
Treat Lechner, get him up.
Deal with some of these long-range targets as we can.
Roger.
Whoever's up to 3-2, get on this wall, start treating these guys.
Release the whole security here. Pouring through this gate.
Three two is 3-7. I need, or 3-4 is 3-7. I need you here now.
No entrance on this side.
This is
I got a rider, get somebody else.
CLMs down to the fucking north. We have a mass gas.
Delta, check in.
I gotta take a shot on SZU, Cannon.
Yeah, roger. Look at our Russian there.
Oh, fuck.
Get that mic up.
Yeah, it's up.
Delta, check in.
Come
We're green, we're just circling around the long way back. No
Get that
entrance
mic
on
up.
the southeast side.
Roger. Bravo, are you guys still good? Bravo, check in. This is Alpha. Be advised, Bravo's not on the responding on comms. I think they're down.
Just help on the fucking north side.
Bravo's on the south side.
Step up the team leader. I'm on 130.
Hey, what?
Alpha, do you copy?
Archer.
3-2 is 3-7. What's your status?
3-2's up. We're still in contact at the north gate.
3-4 is 3-7. What's your status?
I have a two-man team down on the southwest side. I don't know their status. They're inside the tower.
Got enemies pushing in west 290.
Back this shit.
100 meters.
Roger.
Just got hit.
What was that?
Frag out, frag
Back this shit off.
Yep, trying.
We're gonna like this fuck.
Secondary ZU cannon down.
That's a Russian. Brown fit this corner. I got a first aid, mate.
This is Alpha. Priority traffic. Got at least another squad coming in southwest, 150 meters.
Bravo,
They're about
you
to
up?
try to retake the compound.
Someone's back in action.
I can't do
Roger, engage them. We still have a two-man team down on the fucking south side.
I've got a
Hey, you got your
squad
assistant,
that's
Alpha?
not function, so they're gonna have to. But they've managed to get them around the other side to them.
As soon as this firefight's done, we'll be
You good?
posited one way or the other.
You guys good?
I don't know. I mean, how many more of us are there?
I gotta put you in. Are you good or not?
We're
I
good.
have a headache.
Good.
I say again, to all stations this Smith, these guys have nods.
Hey, firm, I called that up fucking 30 minutes ago.
Roger.
3-4, 3-2. Police this up. Get these guys taken care of.
They're on the wall.
I'm coming
Copy
back
that.
to you.
We need
3-4, 3-2.
Charlie,
Get these
still
Vicks in the fight. Suppress that secondary objective. Over.
Charlie's still up. I got
Copy
contacts on the wall. 10 feet away from
Alpha,
me.
Delta, push to Charlie. Try to assist Bravo, help them.
This is
Find
Alpha.
them.
Trying to grab them now.
Alpha copy.
And where we at? Hold on.
Say again.
I'll take it back, Marcy.
Where we at? Let's
Yeah, I need to put some 40s out over there.
Contact in that HQ building east.
status on everybody else? Is anybody else dead?
Stand by.
3-4, 3-2, this is 3-7. Get suppression out on the secondary objective while we push through this.
Roger.
Yeah, Drummond Hawkins back at base.
Reinsert him. I got this.
How's it going up there, Alpha?
This is Alpha. We've cleared the tower. Got igloo chairs up here and other stuff. Break. We're not tracking on Bravo's position.
He's dead.
Neither reattaching.
Why?
Capt reinsert Hawkins is doing other things. Capt is going to observe.
This is
Before
Alpha. I'm
help
getting
pushing
fire out
clear.
from.
Yeah, help
Disregard
pushing
getting
clear
down.
and then push south and set up on the fucking H barriers.
Two, 3-4 is 3-7. What's your status?
3-2, we're clearing out the remaining enemy buildings in the north side.
Want a continuous volume of fire on that secondary objective. Lock that down.
Take some weight off my pack. I stripped the serviceable ammo from drum.
Roger, you still in the tower?
I'm on top of the tower by the igloo.
Moving.
3-4 is 3-7 over.
Send it for 3-4.
What's the status on the Mark 19 Vic?
We're still golden. Let me get you a round count.
This is Alpha. We're coming down. There was nothing we could do
Round
for Bravo.
count, Margie.
I need that out on that secondary objective.
Hey, Firm, we've got 12 belts.
Start lighting that other objective up.
Go ahead and light up that other objective to the south.
Alpha copies. We're getting on the
Send
wall.
another.
Looking south. Setting the wall with my AG.
3-7, this is 3-2.
In traffic.
Be advised, multiple ZU cannons are still operational within this area. I do not have thermite to destroy it, nor the
Got a
mortars.
fire team pushing up on the southwest
Copy that. We'll
side.
send Blacksmith through afterwards.
Copy that.
This is Alpha. Got another full. Looks like another squad coming in south. 150 meters. We're engaging.
Three 2 is 3-7 over.
Send for 3-2.
What's the status on your Vic over?
Vic is currently back on the north side. I'm gonna go check it out now.
Copy that. Get it in the fight. I want the Mark 19 engaging far, the M2 engaging short.
Copy that.
Hey Charlie, tell Margie to send a whole burst in there. He's on target. Charlie, you're good. You just need to traverse like left and right.
User joined your channel.
Chill everybody out. I'm gonna call up POSX.
Copy.
All squads, POSX. Consolidate in the center of the first compound.
POSX, consolidate in the center of the compound.
Consolidate in the center of the compound. Safety your weapon.
Move to the center of the compound. Disregard. Move to the compound. Safety your
Hey, I
weapon.
need help. Carthus is over here bleeding out. Doc, south side of the compound.
We don't have a doc. 3-7, we need an intervention on Carthus.
I'm pushing
This
flat.
sick dude on this guy.
Nobody's transfusing blood, right? Okay.
Come on, buddy, stay with us.
Blood is in. Pushing morphine.
Oh.
I got
There it
enemies
is.
1-2-1-8.
Fuck, where did he go?
Enemies down.
Come on, buddy.
Take this back up on the wall. I don't know what's going on.
Just waiting for the blood
Copy
status.
that.
Push
Get back.
CPR if we can.
Storm's up on the wall.
Get on the wall right now.
Nope.
Let Mike deal with
Rally
the
up on me. He's good.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
Rally
you
up
there?
on Sergeant Spears.
Yep.
I found you, man.
Round.
Sorry it took us a while.
Okay, now rally up on Sergeant Spears again.
Copy that.
We got everybody.
3-2's all here.
Before you good.
3-4 is good.
Alpha's
We
all
still
good.
have one back at the air base.
Copy. We're in the cabin here.
Roger.
All right, what happened?
Did you index?
No, we paused X.
I've got a list.
I do as well. 3-2,
Wanna
your
go first, or
perspective.
you want me to go first?
Thank you, Sergeant. When we approached up here, we started laying fire down with the 50, dismounted, started to approach on this side, and we tried to, and then once we found out that that position was locked down, we took 2 casualties, tried to pull them back, and then break into here at a different angle, but those casualties unfortunately caused other incidences to happen. And then I myself became a casualty as well.
All right, when do we ever use the front gate to anything?
Never.
Never.
Going home only.
So especially once we realized that this position was fucked. I didn't see any throwables go out. I saw 1 smoke get thrown. That position was immediately recognized as untenable, right? That should have been realized from the get-go. So that whole breach was ass backwards to begin with, right? Now you guys recovered well for the most part. You started getting your head in the game and starting throwing some smokes and covering down, but that position was just, there was not really anything you could do. Now that being said, this was not intended to be difficult. This was intended to use your force multipliers in the Mark 19, the M20s, your MAWs, all those rounds to fucking hammer this before you even get anywhere near it. And I'm confused as to why that did not happen. As I saw the M2 and the Mark 19 just sitting over there doing fuck all.
So what do I call it when one thing leads to another thing leads to another thing?
Cascade of bullshit.
So what was the beginning of the cascade?
Not softening a target.
Right? So what was the plan?
Take
The
the
plan
towers
was to take down both towers before pushing in, right?
Okay, firm.
We made the most piss poor attempt at taking down those towers that I've ever seen. That fucking Mark 19 is a grenade machine gun. You light that shit the fuck up until it falls down, and then if it doesn't fall down, you reload and you light it up again. We didn't fucking take the towers down, and that led to all the gunners up on top of the towers. I'm pretty sure one of them had an AGS. They started pelting our position at 3-4. I don't know what happened with 3-2. I don't know what actually took them down. I don't know if it was one of the AGSs or what, but we had to displace from our Overwatch position because we didn't take the towers down, and the AGS in the tower started shooting at us. So we didn't dedicate and complete the plan of take the towers down. That was the first step of the cascade. The second step of the cascade was we didn't take the towers down, so the AGS on top of the towers lit up our position. The third step was, since we didn't take the AGS out, we had to displace and we couldn't give Overwatch with the 50 or the Mark 19 anymore. And then the next step after that was, since we had to displace, we rolled up on here, and instead of rolling up next to the other squad, we rolled up on the side here. We had guys out in the trees over there. We had guys in the tower still shooting at us. And then I don't remember what the comms were at that time. I was trying to get up on this fucking tower to give just whatever Overwatch down in the compound we could. And me and my gunner went down because of that. And that was just another link in the cascade. And that's not, all of that is not even counting what happened to 3-2. So 3-2, what ended up causing all your casualties?
Captain, the incident that caused the casualties were the two cords at the gate.
All right. Which I don't know if we would have been able to take those out if we had been able to stay on Overwatch, because we had to displace almost as soon as the plan started.
Captain, we didn't see them until we literally got up here and at the corner.
Yeah, but the question is, where were they? Would we have been able to see them from the Overwatch position if we hadn't been able to displace? Because we would have been able to recognize that you guys were getting shot at by something, and we would have been able to try to maneuver to get an angle on it.
Negative, Captain. You wouldn't have seen it until you got up right on top of us as well.
Lieutenant Margiota, had a question or a comment?
Yes, thank you, Staff Sergeant. I had a limited time, limited window with the Mark 19, trying to take down these towers because the 3-2 rifle squad was already on the walls before I could even finish the job.
I thought I said that. Like, why? And that was part of the cascade. They pushed up too quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
And we weren't able, or we were probably still able, but we didn't want to continue shooting at the towers.
Correct, Captain. Also, did we have any eyes on this compound when we were at the previous Overwatch of the town, like support by fire 1?
It was called up that people could see into it from as far as the dismount point, actually, and then into SPF 1. You did have eyes into it.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, squad leads.
That would only be
You're right
for
on
3-4.
Right on that, Sergeant.
Thank you, 3-4. So here's the reality, guys. Communications up until this point were really good. You guys were working pretty well. Now, my only real feedback, beyond everything that's happened, right, is kind of that initial kickoff. So the reason for the flares is when these guys were sitting up here and kind of scanning out, they did see somebody's skyline, they popped flares. At that point, that should have been your cue to fucking light them up. I'm going to draw on the map here a little bit. So we had 3-2 kind of in this area here when the flares went off. So that should have been the opportunity to just kind of start engaging at that point, take down those towers, light everything up, and allow 3-2 to move in. Now, my question to 3-2 is, if you're approaching from the north, why did we push south onto the other side and put ourselves between these two objectives? This was before the cords. It's more rhetorical, really, just something to bear in mind, right? You're not going to split the objective.
I'm trying to see standby because I can't see on the map at the moment.
Yeah, it's fine.
Open up the map and use self-interaction and turn your flashlight on.
I did, Captain. Thank you. We didn't split the objectives as far as I'm aware. We came up on the direct north of this compound.
You had a fire team push down to about here on the other side of the H barrier.
We did not get that far.
It sounds like where 3-4 was.
That's a firm, Sergeant Spears. That 3-4 had some guys down that way.
All right, we'll look at the VOD later. The point being here is you know, when you have these enablers, and that was kind of the focus on this, was realize what you have and the tools you have and what you can utilize to make shit happen. This was not intended. This was intended to be more of like a fun training, so you guys can blow some shit up and have a good time. So keep that shit in mind. If you have the tools, use them. Keep your communications up. Keep your lanes up. You know, the major reason that 3-4 was pulled off was exactly as the captain detailed. You know, we had a breakdown in communications. We hit this wall too quick. 3-4 became ineffective and was unable to support 3-2. And then by the time that happened, you know, it was as the captain said, cascaded bullshit. Does everybody understand what happened and how we prevent it?
Affirm.
Affirm, Sergeant.
Did anybody have any questions or comments regarding this?
There was a comment from Corporal Larry, Sergeant Spears.
Corporal?
Thank you, Sergeant. When we took the casualties down by the front gate by those two Kurds, I had a glitch dragging people away because I managed to safely get to them. I tried to drag two people away, but I couldn't. I couldn't move once I tugged them with my hands.
Yeah, you can't move dead guys, unfortunately. I think that's what probably happened.
I believe they were still
No,
just
you
injured.
weren't slow walk. Sorry to interrupt. You weren't slow walk, Corporal. You have to be on normal walk to drag someone behind you.
Roger.
All right, if it's believed to be a bug, send it up through the report, and it can be looked at. Does everybody else have any other questions, comments?
Negative, Sergeant.
All right. So what we're doing from here, we still have a couple of minutes left. What I want to do from here is get these Vics back in the fight, start softening that target, put a plan together, maneuver on that shit, conduct the raid, and exfil. Your only objective is to destroy the AA pieces. If you can verify that without getting into the shit, great. You do not need to go through and clear these compounds. That's not the intent. The intent is to destroy the AAA threats and exfil. Everybody, hua? All right. The last 15 minutes notwithstanding, great job tonight. Keep up the fucking good work. Get your game face back on, and handle this fucking business. Fall out.
No.
You heard the man.
Take up the south side, 3-4.
Bravo.
I'm gonna change my gun.
I'm pulling back to the Vic.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Copy. Mount the Vic.
We live?
Alpha set.
Yep.
Fucking hops.
Copy. Making it live.
Joey set.
Give them a couple of seconds here just to get situated.
The captain is doing the captain's thing. He's in Zeus, so.
Everybody set?
Delta set.
Alpha Charlie, how about y'all?
Alpha is good to go.
.2003, I will start it off again.
3-2, 3-4, 3-7. You guys green?
3-2 standing. Stand by.
3-4 is ready to go. As soon as shit hits the fan.
All right, 3-2, 3-4. We're live.
We're live.
Position the vehicles to do what you need to do. Soften that fucking target over.
3-4, Roger. 3-2, we're on the west side. We're lining it up now.
Copy that. 3-4. Be advised from our position. We don't have eyes on the compound.
3-2, this is 3-7. While 3-4 engages, prepare a maneuver and get up in there to get eyes on.
Copy that.
7 out.
This is 3-2.
Set up for 3-4.
Be advised, we're gonna move up on the east side, trying to flank it. So hold your fires out to that.
Roger, we'll move parallel with you. Just let me know when you're making that movement. Alright, 3-2 is going to be on our east side. And when I have the 40, Mike, light this up a little bit more, then we're going to move parallel south with them.
Did you pop these towers, or did they?
Alpha's
They're gonna destroy the towers, they did.
Go ahead and get to that first layer of H barriers.
3-4, this is 3-2. We're moving out to the south on the
northern tower in
southeast
this
side.
second objective was already destroyed.
Alpha's Oscar Mike.
X. This second one they destroyed, set to work on and destroyed immediately.
Copy.
3-4, Roger. We're moving parallel with you, 3-2.
This is Alpha. We're on the point with Charlie.
Cop. Can you just
Roger, hold at that tree line.
And I'll just focus on keeping the AI in check.
Copy.
Yes.
Tango back.
Alpha, Delta, Charlie, just go ahead and push up here south. Stay on line with 3-2. We'll be to their west.
Alpha's
Oscar on our
Mike.
east side. 3-2, this is 3-4. We're pushing parallel
This
with
is Alpha.
you on
That
your
sounds
west
like
side.
enemy contact very close ahead of us.
Copy that.
200.
Roger. Fire maneuver.
3-2, we're in contact
Alpha,
with enemy
hold
forces
base.
within 100 meters of our
Delta,
position.
Charlie, move on that shit.
Weird.
Alpha, check in.
Alpha's good. We're just shooting at dudes.
Roger. Work with Charlie and Delta. Fire maneuver. Rolling up the Vic now.
This is Alpha. We got friendlies crossing. We're moving up.
Roger. Remember the Vic has armor. Let me know when to pull it up and I can cover you guys. Send it for 3-4.
Copy. Be advised.
We are
Shooters
shooting towards the compound now.
210, 100 meters. Roger.
Roger, we're holding your western side, pushing through contact.
Copy that.
Just stay parallel with 3-2, push through and clear what you see. I'm holding the Vic on the west side.
Delta, this is Alpha. I'm moving up south.
3-2 is 3-7 over.
Roger, moving with you.
Send for 3-2.
Make sure that you let 3-4 get in position to support you as you move through this. You're coming up on some exposed areas, over.
Copy that. We see them now.
It's Alpha. We're Charlie Mike. Slow us.
Roger, get over this hill here and get fire into that compound. I'm gonna roll up the Vic now. 3-2, 3-4, we're rolling up on a hill now. Try to get. Oh shit!
Charlie got eyes on the tower. If it's the same hill that we're at, then definitely disregard.
This is Alpha. I've got eyes on no shooting positions that are looking toward us. If we stick kind of on this west side of Defilade, we might be able to move up over.
More contact west.
This is Alpha. Squad size coming up at us west, close.
Roger, deal with it. Fire maneuver.
South rolling the Vic, stepping up.
This is 3-4. We've got a squad-sized element to our west.
This is Alpha. I'm peeling
Danger
south
close
toward the compound while the Vic has got us covered.
Copy that.
This is Delta, my assistant is down.
Roger. Alpha, crest back over. Do base of fire. Pushing the Vic to Delta's paws.
This is Alpha. Roger. Shooting west.
Delta, load him into the Vic if you have to. I'll perform treatment.
I'll take care of 3-4.
Roger. 3-2, 3-4, how you guys doing? We've taken care of that squad out to the west.
Copy. Soren, go with him.
Copy that. Be advised, we are on the Roths to the northeast of the compound at this time. Try and get eyes into it and maneuver on it.
Roger. Roger that.
My assistant's back up.
Rod. Delta, go ahead and push south here.
Charlie, careful with those. You got friendlies on that east side of that rock outcrop you're firing toward.
Why are you moving in their lane again, dude?
3-2, this is 3-4. We've taken care of that contact out to our west. Where do you want us rolling up here to support you?
Be advised, right now we're trying to get eyes down into the compound from the Roths. We're taking incessant fire. If you want to try pushing in from the west to try to alleviate some of it, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Roger. Alright, go ahead and push on the southwest side. Stay close to the Vic. I'm going to roll it up first. 3-2's trying to get eyes into the compound now using the rocks. They're going to be on the east side. Watch your fire once we crest around.
3-4, this is Alpha. Did you mean southwest or southeast?
Southwest. 3-2 is on the southeast side.
Roger, coming to southwest side.
Contacts on the other side of these rocks. Direct south, 10 meters.
Roger, frag him. Use your throwables, fire.
Hold frag, friendly on that pause. Performance elevate.
3-4, this is 3-2. We're making breach into the compound from the northeast. We're at the base of the large tower.
Roger, we're holding your southwest
This is
side.
Alpha, contact.
Copy that.
Go ahead and take position
This is Alpha,
inside the
contact.
compound.
This is Alpha, the guys at bearing 209, Charlie.
Roger.
Alpha, we're pushing south.
Copy, Delta, I'm on.
Support each other, support by fire, come on. The Vic's got the southwest side. If we need help, we'll call it. Check in, how you guys doing?
Ops good. Clearing with
3-2,
Delta.
3-4, this is 3-7, check in.
3-7, this is 3-4. We've reached the southwest side of the compound and are moving parallel with 3-2 at this time. They're on the southeast side.
3-7 copies all. Can you confirm if the AAA threats are destroyed? Over.
That's a negative from 3-2.
You guys seeing any AAA threats
Tell
in here?
3-2 to hold their grenades. We're about to hop down in here.
Roger. 3-2.
Send it.
This is Alpha, I've not spotted
Hold your
AAA.
frags as we're pushing up here. We're moving parallel with you. In
Copy
that
that.
bunker, guys, to the south, there's a shooter. We're rolling the Vic up.
Delta, this is Alpha. Got shooters over by the barracks and the bunker direct south in both, I think.
Two, 3-4, watch it on this
Hold,
bunker here. We're
Mark
sending in some
19.
porters.
This is Alpha. We got Charlie between the little barracks.
Roger, they were walking out. Had to engage him.
Copy.
Got my team pushing up on it now. You guys seeing any AAA threats?
This is Alpha. West side has been clean of AAA threats so far, I think.
Roger. 3234. The southwest side is clear of AAA threats. Any eyes on your side?
Negative
Got anything
from
additional? We'll just hold it there.
Roger, let's go ahead and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. I'll clean up behind.
Copy that. Are we pulling back out to the north?
This is 3-7, A firm, mount up, and exfil out to the north, over.
This is Alpha.
Negative, they
I'm holding
haven't found
security out to the
anything.
southwest.
Roger, 3-7. 3-2, you want to go ahead and mount up? We'll book it the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're mounting up on the east side of. That's where our veg is.
Roger. I'm gonna push up. You guys are gonna mount up. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. There's no AAA threats.
There's no AAA threat in this compound. We're gonna mount up and we're going to get out of here.
3437. We'll meet you back at that compound by the MSR that we passed at RP2.
3-7, copy.
3-4, Roger.
3-2. We are heading back to RP2 now.
Delta's mounted.
Roger. 3-2's pushing to RP2. They're to our east. I think they're using the MSR.
Alright, don't clean up anything.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything. I've already cleaned up in and around that previous compound because there's a lot there. Everything else will stay.
No problem.
You gonna call mission complete over net, or do you want to use the end scenario module?
Need to debrief.
Copy.
3-4, hold your
done out
Vic.
here, doesn't it?
3-2, move up to them. Index, index, index.
We can't index on.
We're indexing now.
Yeah, what?
We're not allowed to call index on a special operations initiative as it's essentially a mission.
Whatever.
Also condition 4.
It's news to me, I'll deal with it later.
How it was called to me. That was my bad. I should have known better.
Alright, rally up.
Right here. 3-4 actual.
Go ahead and take your nods off. Areas, give us some light.
Take your nods off.
If you didn't hear, take your nods off.
Nods off.
You ready for it to get bright?
Alright, 3-2, 3-4, we all here?
3-2's all here.
3-4's here.
Alright, how was that second objective?
More easier.
Smoother, Sergeant.
Quite a bit, right? So it's amazing what we can do when we soften shit up and use our enablers. So let's break this down real quick. I don't want to take up a bunch of your time. I think the convoy itself was good. You guys reacted well when you took contact. Soft dismounted, carried the VIX on through, and dealt with the threats quickly and effectively. As we maneuvered into right around RP1, we hit that checkpoint. Kind of the same deal there, right? We had 3-4 set that base of fire. They got eyes on. 3-2 maneuvered on it and cleared out. So great from that perspective as well. So those are major sustains. Keep up the good work there. Communications to that point were excellent as well. As we moved into RP1, I think is kind of where we started, getting some tunnel vision. So we knew that we could see into the objective fire and ice from there. We could also see into the supply route. I know the ambush probably feels like a million years ago at this point, but as you moved into that town, 3-4 was able to effectively engage into the eastern side on both sides of the MSR, while 3-2 maneuvered from the west. My only comment on that is make sure that you're cognizant of the fact of where your people are and when you need to call up a shift fire. We had some opportunities there where we may have missed some opportunities to kind of keep track of everybody, and we had some dangerous potential for blue on blue. I don't think we had any, nothing that I saw anyway, but just something to bear in mind. If you've got somebody providing a support position, they need to know where you're at, what you're doing, and when you're doing it, so that they can be the most effective. So we cleared through that town, set the ambush. Ambush was excellent, as it should be. We've been training on that for a while, so great fucking work on that. I love the kickoff. You know, I think there was a lot of opportunity there, but it was a bit of a hasty ambush, right? So we did the best we could. We set up that L-shaped, which you guys executed flawlessly. So great fucking work there. From that point, we were maneuvered around from RP2 kind of down to right around Hill 89 and Hill 120. From that point is kind of where we, you know, got a little sideways. Communications were good, but we lost the plot a little bit. We don't need to browbeat everybody and bring that down again. We know what we need to do going further. But I think you guys ultimately handled business. You did what you needed to do, so good fucking work. All things considered, I think this is a very good training, and the objectives themselves were accomplished. Right? We managed to conduct the raid. We destroyed the AAA threats in the area, and we handled, you know, any resultant QRF, which was minor. The takeaway here, guys, is always remember what enablers you have in the field, what force multipliers you have, and how we implement them. Does anybody have any? Sorry, Captain.
Yeah, I got one thing. What do you mean as enablers? What's the difference between an enabler and a force multiplier?
Sorry, it's a term I picked up from somebody else. I meant force multiplier.
Okay, let's try to make sure you're saying that, because.
Yeah, roger that, sir. Does anybody else have any questions or comments?
Yeah, I get a Staff Sergeant.
Thank you, LT. All right, guys, good work. Squad leaders, make sure you submit your reports individually, since you know, this is not a FTX or anything like that. Aside from that, that's all I've got. If anybody has anything, team leads. Peanut Gallery.
I got a couple more things.
Cap.
So first of all, I checked the sight lines on those MGs going into that compound. We absolutely could have seen and engaged one of them. The other one was not in view. The other one, if we had, regardless. So don't ever assume what you can and can't see. The other thing, and a pretty big one, is from RP1, no one even pushed south to the hilltop at whatever 227 to check. Like, we made the determination from RP2 that RP1 was a bad, or excuse me, from RP2 that southern approach through the woods was not good. So why was that? Why and how was that decision made? Without actually pushing up and checking the sight lines.
Not rhetorical, gents.
Sergeant Andrade, you're the one who said that 3-2 said that it was not a good approach. So where did that come from?
That was the sight lines, Captain. Thank you. And I just figured after that, instead of going up through the woods and shit, we just bum rush it with us kicking off the way we did. That didn't go out. Work so well.
All right. So like that's sort of the same thing as the machine gun position. Don't ever assume what you can and can't see unless you actually check it. The other thing is, on that last little assault through the compound, why was the weapon squad pushing online with the rifle squad? Instead of getting up, because you guys started pushing that, you were pushing it from both sides, and I thought you guys were about to push in from both sides and start shooting at each other, but instead you managed to get in there, you got online, and you had a perfect position for the weapon squad to sit on overwatch. And instead, the entire weapon squad, with no one overwatching, pushed up on the right side of the compound, and the rifle squad pushed on the left side of the compound. And that compound was not big enough that was needed.
That was on me as well, Captain. I asked 3-2 if they thought they needed any help, and he said that if we were side, he would appreciate the help. So that's what we did. I didn't really have any great eyes on that outcropping of a hill as well.
Captain, from our position, we were stuck pinned down by those rots with no approach, with multiple enemies having the advantage on us. So I asked 3-4 to come support us to draw the enemy's fire from us, so we could actually maneuver.
Okay. All right, that's all I had.
Thank you, sir.
Like, if it, let me be clear on that. If there's a reason for it and you do it for a reason, you have a fucking justifiable reason, that's completely fine. But you know, try to remember what the roles of the elements are.
Affirm, Captain.
What's that, Captain?
Aries?
Thank you, Sergeant. Everyone have fun tonight? Chip. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you. So the last comment I have, guys, is be aware of what your sister squads are capable of and what your roles are, and enable them to do their job so they can enable you to do yours. We can't do anything as a solo, right? We can barely do something as a squad. We have to rely on each other to do their jobs and make sure that we allow for that. So bear that in mind as we move, further, as we get closer to the deployment, we go into the FTX. Know what your guys are capable of, know what you have in the field, and what you can use. Fair work tonight. Keep it all up. If anybody needs to talk to me, I'll be around. You're all dismissed.
There is no IND.
3-2 up to the 3-2 channel.
Before, hang out my channel, please.
Oh, thank you, fill-ins.
Well,
This wouldn't happen without you.